In a world of operational chaos, there is only one truth. Systems don't just save time, they build empires. This is the Vera. In the world of heavy machinery, size is everything. Big cranes, big jobs, big revenue. From the outside, these companies look like empires. But there is a silent killer hiding in the spreadsheets. Most owners are flying blind. They see the millions coming in, but they don't see the thousands leaking out. They bid on the next job to pay for the last one. It's a cycle of chaos that ends in only one way: collapse. This is the profit trap, and today we're going to show you exactly how to escape it, using real numbers, real logic, and one system. Let's begin. Picture a contractor, $3 million a year in revenue, 2 cranes, 8 employees, a phone that never stops ringing. By every visible measure, successful. But here's what the outside world never sees. His accounting system is a stack of fuel receipts in a truck's glove box. His job costs live in his head. And his bids? His bids are built on a dangerous formula. What the last guy charged minus 10%. That's not bidding. That's gambling with a $100,000 table minimum. Here's the mechanism of the trap, and pay attention, because this is the part nobody explains. In construction, money moves on a delay. You pay for fuel, labor, insurance, and equipment today. You get paid in 30, 60, sometimes 90 days. The check comes at all. That delay creates an illusion. The bank account looks healthy because it's holding deposits from future jobs. So the owner thinks he's profitable. He buys another truck. He takes on a bigger project. But the money in that account was never his profit. It was fuel he hadn't burned yet, payroll he hadn't paid yet. It was borrowed time, dressed up as success, and then one slow month arrives, one late payment, one job that runs 20% over on labor, and the whole structure, the trucks, the crews, the reputation, starts to shake. Not because the work was bad, the work was excellent. The company dies anyway because the owner never knew, on any given day, a simple answer to a simple question. Am I actually making money on this job? Let me show you what this looks like on the ground. It's a Friday, payroll Friday. 8 guys are expecting their checks. The owner opens his banking app in the truck and does the math he does every week. In his head at a red light. There's enough, barely, because a deposit came in yesterday for a job that doesn't start until next month. He just paid this week's wages with next month's project, and he doesn't even see it as a warning sign anymore. It's just how the business runs. Now watch the second mechanism kick in, the discount death spiral. Because cash is always tight, he can never afford to lose a bid. So when a client pushes back on price, he folds. 5% off, 10% off. He tells himself he'll make it up on volume. He doesn't know his real costs, so he has no idea that 10% discount just erased the entire profit margin on that job. He's not winning work. He's buying it with his own money. And when the gap gets too wide, he borrows. A line of credit here, an equipment loan there. The debt doesn't fix the leak. It just makes the hole quieter and adds interest to it. Now he's working the same brutal hours, but a slice of every job he finishes belongs to the bank before it ever touches his pocket. And here is the cruelest part of the trap. Growth makes it worse. When a business is losing a little money on every job without knowing it, more jobs don't mean more profit. They mean faster losses. The owner works harder, hires more, bids bigger, and every new contract digs the hole deeper. That's why the companies that collapse are so often the ones that were growing. They didn't scale a business, they scaled a leak. The construction industry has one of the highest failure rates of any sector, and the pattern behind those failures is rarely a lack of skill. It's a lack of visibility. Manual methods fail not because owners are lazy, but because the human brain cannot track 200 cost lines across 6 simultaneous jobs. That was never a job for a person. That was always a job for a system. So let's build the escape route. This is the blueprint we call the real numbers system. 3 layers, each one simple, each one impossible to run a serious company without. Layer 1, the cost DNA. Before you can track anything, you have to name everything. Every job has exactly 3 kinds of cost: direct costs, fuel, labor hours, materials. rentals for that specific job. Overhead, the silent costs that exist whether you work or not. Insurance, office, software, that truck payment. And the invisible third category almost everyone misses, equipment wear. Every hour a crane runs, it's consuming its own future maintenance. If you're not charging for that hour, you're paying your customer for the privilege of destroying your own machine. Layer 2, the live scoreboard. The rule is one line per cost, entered the day it happens. Not Friday, not month end. The day it happens. A crew member finishes a fuel stop. 30 seconds on a phone, the numbers in the system. Each job gets its own sheet, and every sheet feeds one dashboard with a single brutal column. Projected profit versus actual profit today. Green means the job is healthy. Gold means watch it. Red means stop and look. This week, not at tax time, when the money's already gone. Let's watch it work. A crane job is bid at $12,000 with an expected cost of $9,000. Day 1, the sheet shows $2,000 in costs. On track, green. Day 3, the operator logs 6 extra labor hours because the site wasn't ready. The row turns gold. Day 5, a second mobilization gets logged. Costs hit $8,400 with a full day of work left, and the row turns red. Under the old way, the owner discovers this job lost money 3 months later, buried in a tax report. Under the system, he sees it on day 5, while he can still bill the client for the site delay that caused it. Same job, same costs. One version loses money quietly, the other sends an invoice. Notice what just happened. The owner no longer remembers his numbers. He reads them. That is the entire difference between a hustle and an empire. Layer 3, the feedback loop. This is where the system starts making you money instead of just saving it. Every finished job gets a 30-minute autopsy. What did we bid? What did it actually cost? And where was the gap? Labor ran over? Your labor estimates rise on the next bid. Fuel doubled on long-haul jobs. Distance becomes a line item. Within 10 jobs, your bids stop being guesses. They become forecasts. And a contractor who can forecast doesn't need to be the cheapest bid in the pile. He can walk away from bad jobs because he knows they're bad before signing. 3 layers. Name every cost. Score every job daily. Feed every result back into the next bid. No accounting degree. No $50,000 software. A structured sheet, a daily habit, and the discipline to look at red numbers without flinching. So what actually changes when this system goes live? 3 things in order. First, within weeks, the losers reveal themselves. Almost every contractor who does this discovers the same shock. 1 or 2 job types they thought were profitable are quietly bleeding money on every single run. Just seeing that and repricing or refusing those jobs is usually worth more than any marketing campaign they've ever paid for. Second, bids get sharper. When you bid from data, you stop underbidding out of fear. Margins rise not because you charge recklessly, but because you finally charge accurately. And third, the one nobody puts in a spreadsheet, the 2 a.m. anxiety ends. Because the question, am I making money, now has an answer every single day. That is the real return. A company that looks strong on the outside and finally is strong on the inside. Not a house of cards, a fortress. Here's your move. This week, take your single biggest active job and build 1 sheet. Every cost, 1 line per day, 3 categories: direct, overhead, equipment. 7 days from now, you'll know more about your business than most owners learn in a decade. And if you want the full system, the tracker, the dashboard, the bid feedback loop already built, the link is in the description. The world is built on chaos. Empires are built on logic. This is the Vera. Subscribe. The next blueprint is already on the drafting table.